Okay, so lying on your back and taking your time to settle. So in complete Shavasana with your arms to the side, a bit of room between the arms and the armpits. And the feet apart. And the palms facing up. So let the body relax and close your eyes if it feels good. So just bring the neck straight and the chin slightly in if you can. And let the body rest. So just feeling the body relaxing and the support by the floor. So your body is completely supported by the floor. So if you like to do tense and relax, you follow me. Otherwise, you just think of the various body parts that I'll be talking about. So on your next inhalation, tense your right leg. Lift your right leg a couple of centimeters off the floor. So not very much at all, just a few centimeters, really tensing that leg. And then when you need to breathe out, just let it flop and let it go down without any control. So inhale your left leg, tensing the left leg, really tensing. And then when you need to breathe out, just let it fall on the floor and flop. So if you can, tense your buttocks, lift your buttocks off the floor, everything else stay on the floor. You don't have to do the lifting if you don't want to. And then exhaling, just letting go. Now, inhale the chest off the floor, bring the shoulder blades together, really squeezing, and then letting go. And now make a fist with your hands, bring the shoulders towards the ears, really tensing here, and then relax to the center. So inhale, bring the hands, still with your fist, bring the hands towards the feet, just hands in the opposite direction, really stretching, and then letting go. And one more time, so with your fist closed, just put more strength in your fist, really squeezing, and then let go, opening your fingers out wide, your fingers outstretched, and relax. And now the face, so squeeze all the facial muscles together towards the nose, really squeezing, and then letting go. Next, open your mouth out wide, bring your tongue out, open your eyes, look to the back of where you are, stretching the face, and relax. Now slowly, with an exhalation, turning the neck slowly to one side, and then inhaling to the center. Exhaling to the other side, inhaling back to the center, and relax. And just feel the body relaxing on the floor. And now we'll bring the attention to the breath. So we'll be practicing the full yogic breath, or if you like, you can just do abdominal breath. So bring one hand on the abdomen and one hand on the chest. So inhale, belly out, exhale, belly in. So feeling the movement in the stomach. Inhale and exhale. You can exaggerate the movement a little bit. And you can stay with this, but if you like, you can inhale to the abdomen And then a little bit more so you can feel the intercostal muscles, the ribs going to the side. And then exhale, abdomen down, ribs down. So a couple more like this, or the abdominal breath. And then if you're ready to progress to the full yogic breath, then inhale to the abdomen, the chest, and then the clavicle, so just to around the shoulder areas, and then exhaling, clavicle down, chest down, and abdomen down. The reverse order. Do not rush it. If there's a tendency to rush it, then go back just to the abdominal breath. So inhale and exhale as you are. So sometimes during the day, just catch your breath, catch yourself where you're breathing, and then do a few abdominal breaths. This really oxygenates the body and make the body energetic and alive. So letting go of the breath now. And then push your heels away from you, bring the arms up and overhead behind you, really giving the body a nice stretch. And then coming up into a sitting position when you're ready to begin. Okay, so getting ready. So hands in chin mudra if you like, so with the thumb and forefinger just touching at the nail, and the remaining 3 fingers taut and on the knee. So feel your body nice and straight. And the chin humbles in ever so slightly, and the shoulders down. Feel the length of the spine. Imagine that there is a thread drawing you up, unstacking the spine. And now let the attention rest either in the heart area or at the point between the eyebrow. Wherever it goes, the attention, just leave it there. Where it can be either point or anywhere else is fine too. So when you're ready with the attention there, we'll chant Om 3 times. Sahana bhavato sahano bhunakto savinyam karavavahe tejasvinavaditamastu ma vidvishavahe. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. And then slowly opening your eyes. And welcome everyone. Thanks for joining. So we're going to do a little bit of a breathing exercise, which we did last time. So we're going to do a little bit more of that. So for those who weren't here, I'll just demonstrate. So what you have to do is forget about inhaling. You will inhale naturally. That's what you do all the time, even when you're asleep. But then when we're exhaling a little bit forcefully, not too much, so I will demonstrate first. So basically in Vishnu Mudra, which I will teach as well. So we start by blocking the right, and then Okay, so I'll explain. So now bring your right hand in Vishnu Mudra, left hand in Chin Mudra with the thumb and forefinger touching. And with your right hand, the index finger and the middle finger go in. And then your thumb is on the right nostril. And the ring finger of the right hand goes on the left nostril. So now slightly just blocking the left nostril. So keeping your right open. Inhale, and then start exhaling on the left, and then forcefully, and then carry on like so. You're not consciously breathing, so you're not breathing through one nostril and then exhaling through the other. No, that's not what we're doing. We're just letting the in-breath automatic, and then just exhaling forcefully. And then let go, bring the hands down, take a moment, just take a few normal breaths. Inhale deeply and exhale deeply. One more time, inhale deeply and exhale deeply. One more of the Kapalbhati exhalation, alternate exhalation. So just start when you're ready. Exhale, you can do whichever nostril, it doesn't matter. So exhaling forcefully, inhaling passively. Close your eyes if you can, focusing at a point. Do not do it too forcefully. Do not block the nose too much. Do not press too much. It's just a gentle. You breathe normally anytime, so just let the breath flow in normally. Don't exhaust yourself, just go slowly. Couple more. And then bring your hands down in, and 2 deep breaths. So inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 5 or 6 or 7 or 8. Your own counting. The idea is simply to make the exhalation longer. So deep breath. The deeper the breath, then the more oxygen goes in. And then open your eyes and we'll get ready for some movement. So we're going to do cat-cow today. So coming onto all fours with your knees hip distance, with your hands underneath the shoulders, with your you can just bring the eye of the elbow here, the arms here. So maybe just adjust so that the weight is on all your hands and not just on the wrist. The fingers wide apart. And if you have got a tight shoulders, you can just bring the hands a little bit further out, not too much. Okay, so here we're just going to loosen the spine a little bit. So we'll start, inhale, looking up, let the stomach drop, open the shoulders. Exhale, navel to spine, round the upper back. So now we're going to do 7 of those. So for the first one, bring your attention to the point at the base of the spine. Keep the attention there for the inhalation and the exhalation. And now bring the attention to the reproductive area. Inhale, looking up, opening the chest, let the stomach drop. Keep the attention there. Exhaling, round the shoulder, the back. Now bring the attention to the navel. Inhale, arch the back. The movement starts from the base of the spine, looking up. Let the stomach drop. Exhale, round the back. You can exaggerate the movement a little if you like. And then now bring the attention to the heart center. And close your eyes if you like. So inhale, looking up. Exhale, down. Now bring the attention to the throat area. So you don't have to follow the timing of my instruction. Do it according to your own breath. Exhale, throat. Now we bring the attention to the forehead. Inhale, feeling bringing the attention to the forehead. And then exhale. And now we bring the attention to the back of the head, like to the crown of the head. Inhale. And then exhale. There. And just take a moment here, and what we'll do just to thread the needle from here. So coming back to the base position. So inhale your right arm up, looking at the right arm. And then with an exhalation, threading it through, bring your right cheek on the floor, outstretch your left arm in front, and then just feel a nice stretch in the shoulder. So you can just move the arms a little bit, the face a little bit, so you get something that works for your body. So you should be getting a stretch in around your shoulder area here, maybe to the side a little bit as well. And breathe in this position. You might want to move a little bit just so you get a nice stretch, one that suits what your body needs today. And then coming out of the pose. And then the other side. So inhale the left arm up, looking at the left arm, and then thread through, bringing the left cheek on the floor so you can keep the right arm where it was. Or if you can, you can just bring it out in front. So just moving the arm a little bit so you can feel a nice stretch in the side of the left side, the shoulder, really feeling a nice stretch there to suit your body type today. Taking a few breaths in this position. And then just going into child pose for a moment and take a few moments of rest here. So as you know, your preferred version of child pose. So one can be where the knees are together and your heels to the buttocks. If that's not accessible, you can bring the knees quite wide apart, and then always buttocks to heels. And then if your head doesn't go down, you make a little tripod with your hands and support your chin. Or if your head goes down, you can bring your forehead down. You can bring the arms, palms facing up, back, relaxing the shoulder. So if this position is not relaxing, then just find any position that's relaxing for you. Sometimes you can make one fist, one on top of the other, and just relax the head on there. So find your own relaxing position. So we get a little bit of a chance to recharge in between asanas sometimes. We make use of that. And where the mind is, the prana will follow. So trying to keep the mind still. And then we'll come up and we'll come up on standing knees, bring whichever foot forward, and then we're going to come up into standing. So, or come up into standing in whatever way you like. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple of flowy movement before we actually go into a couple of, or just one sun salutation today. So bringing your hand in a lotus position, so just imagine like a flower here with your little fingers kind of touching and your thumb touching here, making a little bit of a flower with your hand. So that's the lotus position. So we're not going to do it now, but I just wanted to show it to you. So now bring your hands in prayer position with your thumbs inside your hand, inside the palm of your hand. And then come up with the flower, looking up, a little bit of a back bend, not too much. And then bring your hands to face yourself, and then bending the knees and flow down. Let the body flow down, really loose. Now bring the back of the hands to touch with an inhalation coming up, and then bringing the hands to prayer. So we're just going to do a couple more of these. So bring the thumbs to the palm, the thumb goes inside, and then open your flower looking up, and then bring the palms facing you, and then coming down, really fluid movement, go down, let the body hang, bring the back of the hands together, draw a line along the midline of the body, and back to where you started. So one more. So bring the thumb inside the palm of the hand. Inhale into your flower, looking up, a little back bend if you like. Exhale, bring your hands to see you. Exhale, coming down. Slowly let the body hang. Bring the palms together. Inhale, coming up with a rounded back, and hands together in prayer. Okay, so just a nice little flow to get our body moving. And now we'll just do a side bend, and then we will go into sun salutation. So bring your thumb, interlace your fingers with your thumbs and your index fingers facing up. Bring your arms up if that feels good. Relax the shoulders though. So inhale, elongating. Exhale, bending to one side. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, other side. So we're just going a little bit to the side, not forward, not bending. Openness in the upper body. One more time, each side. Back. And another one. And then bringing the arms down. And now we're going to do a sort of a sun salutation with quite a few variation. So it's just a bit of integrating all sorts of practices together. So inhale, exhale your palms together. So now we'll inhale up into a back bend. So you choose your arm position. And then we'll exhale, we'll come down. So bend your knees if you need to. If you can get the palms of your hands on the floor, do so. Hands either side of the feet. If you can either bend your knees Or if you can start bending your knees and then try and straighten a little bit. Make sure that you've got contact on the floor. So if it means bending your knees a lot, then that's okay too. And then just staying here for a moment. So feeling the stretch in the back of the leg. So bringing the body forward. So I can't get my hands, the palm of my hands on the floor, whatever I do. So if you can get yours, go ahead. So just feel, but you need some contact with the floor, and bring the center of gravity slightly forward. And you can see where you want to work. If you want a really big stretch at the back of your legs, you can straighten your knee a little bit or a lot. Just seeing wherever you are, being careful that you don't hyperextend the knee. Okay, so breathing normally all this time, obviously. So now inhale, the right leg back, the right knee on the floor, and then come up into equestrian pose with on the tip of your hands looking up. So there's contact between your thigh and the left knee here. The left thigh and the chest. Okay, so just looking up a little bit. And now bring the hands onto the left knee or left thigh. So just making sure you are nice and comfortable. And now we're going to do a twist. So bringing the right arm back, a nice twist here, looking in the direction of the right hand, and then letting the right shoulder relax. And then the left shoulder is also relaxed. And then making sure you kind of, your left foot and knee is not moving too much, but it's a balance pose as well. So just be patient with yourself. So staying here, best to keep the eyes open. And then bring the hands forward again. And then we're just going to go a little bit of a back bend here. So your hands can be in prayer, your hands can be in cactus arms, whatever you feel like, or your hands can be up as well, whatever you feel like. So a little bit of a back bend if it feels good. So keeping the eyes open. So you might feel quite a big stretch on your quads here. So making sure there's no pressure on your lower back. If that's the case, you've gone too far back. And then coming back here. And then we're going to try and, so we're going to do a couple of other poses here. So if you want to extend your left leg, so just bring it straight. If you can get your left foot on the floor, do so. So now you might be able to get your hands on the floor. If not, then that's okay. You can just stay here and try and balance. Or if you've got something that you can hold, a bit of a wall and a bit of a block, and just to keep yourself kind of a little bit grounded, or you can hold that foot if you like, but be careful because it's also a balancing pose. So if your hands, your fingers tips are on the floor, then just bring your head in the direction of your knee here. Just whatever you can do, it doesn't matter. And if you can't go very much, you can just stay up here as well. That's okay. And you can just hold onto something. So here. And now I just want you to kind of move a little bit forward here and then back. If this feels good for you, you can just move into these two positions, opening the hips a little bit. You can keep the foot on the floor all the time, or if you like, you can leave the foot, bring the foot up as well, whatever feels good for you. So just a little bit of loosening up. Make sure your right knee is supported. Okay, and then we'll bring that left foot back into all fours, and then we're going to go into the plank pose. So bring one leg back, bring the shoulders away from you. And then when you're ready, just lift the other knee without moving the upper body. So you're looking slightly ahead of your mat in a nice straight line. And then bring the left knee down. And then pivot the right foot on the floor. And here, lifting the right arm up if you can. If this is not working for you, then just stay here. Bring the right hand on the right hip. Okay, so just taking a breath here. And then coming back down. And now we're going to go into the cobra pose. So just bring your knees wherever they need to be for you to go into cobra. And or if you want to take a break here or go into child pose or do cat cow, you can. So keep the elbows in, bring your forehead down and your shoulders and your chest down, and then come up a little bit in. So now we go into the Sphinx pose. So we're just going to stay for a bit in the Sphinx pose. So you can keep your feet a little bit apart, if your legs a little bit apart if you like. So here the idea is that your elbow is underneath your shoulder, but if your shoulder is tight, then you can walk a little bit forward, or if you can feel some pain in your back, then you can move a little bit forward. So the more forward and the wider you go, the easier the pose is. So you can choose how wide you want to go and how forward you want to go. And otherwise, if it feels good, you can have your elbows underneath your shoulders and forearms on the floor, and close your eyes here in the Sphinx pose. For a few more breaths. And feel free to adjust the pose so that you feel a nice stretch for you today. Okay, so now bringing the head down, bringing the hands back to next to the ribs, to the chest, and then we're going to go into downward dog. So when you're ready, tuck the toes under, and then coming up into downward dog. Release the heel towards the floor. If you want to walk the feet a little bit, you can. And the hips are as high up as possible. And let the head loose. A little bit of room between the ears and the shoulders. And the head goes in the direction of the floor. So if your hands are kind of slipping a little bit, that means you need to bring your hands a little bit towards you. You've gone a bit too much. So staying here for a moment. In downward dog. And then bringing the right foot in between the hands, so you can bring the left knee down, right foot forward, looking up. And then bring the back foot to meet the front foot. And then now coming up with a nice flat back. So bring the arms back, coming up, back bend, and hands to prayer and arms by your side. So one more to the other side, and we'll try and repeat more or less the same thing. We might change a few things. So inhale, exhale, palms together. Inhale up first, go up first and then back bend. And then exhale, coming down. So we'll spend a little bit of time down. And now if you like, hold opposite elbows and let gravity bring you down. So keep the knees straight here, the legs straight. So the knees are straight. It doesn't matter how far down or not you go. So bring the center of gravity slightly forward, feeling the stretch in the back, the stretch in the back of the legs. Letting the body, if you need to bend your knees, please do. If you bend your knees, then you don't get as big a stretch, but maybe that's not what you need today. So choose yourself. So sometimes just challenge yourself a little bit, but not too much. This is not a competition, but just to feel how it goes. And then if you need to back out of the pose, you can do so straight away. So you might feel that your body is going down a little bit more, maybe or maybe not, and it's okay, either way. Okay, so now bring your hands on the floor, let the neck relax, the hands on either side of the feet. Bring the left knee back, the left knee on the floor into equestrian pose, so looking up and forward, and then bringing the hands onto the right knee. So now open twist, so bring your left arm back, looking in the direction of that hand. Let your shoulders relax. And breathe into this position. On the breath out, if you can go a little bit more, do, but don't force it. It's a balance pose, so take your time. And then bringing the hands back to the front. So now we'll do a little bit of a back bend. So you can choose whether you want your hands in prayer, your hands up by the side of the ears, shoulders down, or whether you want to go cactus arms with the palms facing away from you. So you choose your position. So you can try a different one. So making sure that the neck is not going back too much. So it's bending from like the middle, the upper back. So breathing in this position. And then coming back to the center. And then now we're going to outstretch the right foot in front. And then we're going to see whether we can get onto the floor or not. So you can just stay here. If that feels right, you can hold on to something so you get a little bit of support. Or you can hold things on the side, 2 blocks, whatever you've got. So your right foot can be on the floor, and then just go forward a little bit and feel the stretch in the back of the leg. If your body invites you to go a little bit more, you can. You can choose what you like. So just feeling the position first. So this is the half split pose. So Ardha Hanumanasana, half splits, side splits, or forward splits, sorry. Okay, so then we're going to just move into these 2 positions if that feels good. So forward and then back, just by bending the knees. See if you like it. If you want to hold one of these positions a little bit longer, do so. Be careful of your left knee here. Or if you don't like the movement but just want to stay in one of these positions, then do. If you feel you just want to stay in this position and feel the stretch in the left groin area, then you can do that as well. So just whatever you feel your body needs. Okay, a couple more. And then coming into all fours. And then you might need to bring your knees a little bit back. And then we're going to go into the 8-point pose as we had done before. So here, keeping the elbows close with control. Bring the chest down, bring the forehead down, or just get down in whatever way you like. And then we'll go back into the Sphinx pose. So you choose your Sphinx pose here instead of Cobra. So if you had your legs wide apart before, you can keep them a bit closer, feel the difference. If you don't like it, you can just do whatever you like. So just experiment a little bit. And here, choose the foot forward. The more forward the hands are and the wider, the easier the pose is, slightly for the, well, for the back. So just choose your variation so that it feels good for your body. And only you know that. Close your eyes. Bring your attention to the breathing. If the breathing has gone fast, then you're working a little bit too far, too much maybe. You can kind of back out in the pose. To back out means to come down a little bit lower by bringing the arms a little bit more forward and a little bit low, a little bit wider perhaps. So just choose a position that you like, that you can hold for a bit. So asana is not just getting in the pose, but to train the mind to stay in the pose. Feel the calmness of the pose. And then bring your hands back to your chest, to the side of your chest. And then we're going to go well, we did one more pose here, which was lifting. So now we're going to bring the left leg out, come on the left arm and bring the right arm up. So your arms are in one straight line. So your feet can be put on the floor on the right, or it can be pointed, whatever you like. And then coming back, and now we're going to go into downward dog. So when you're ready, you can keep the knees bent, keep the chest on the thigh, and then when you're ready, you can straighten the knees a little bit, bringing the feet in the direction of the floor. Let the head hang. A few deep breaths here. If you want any variation here on your own, you can go ahead and do. If you want to lift one leg up and then the other leg up. Or if you want to come into a handstand from here, feel free to. I've got no idea. And then when you're ready, bringing the left foot in between the hands, so you can bring the right knee down first, and then left foot in between the hands, looking up, equestrian pose, and then bringing the back, so a little bit of a bounce here, then landing the right foot lightly in front, and then bending your knees, bring your arms back, coming up and back, and hands in prayer, and arms by your side. So take a few moments here. You can separate the legs a little bit more. So while we're here standing, we will do one balance pose before we go down and rest for a little bit, so that we don't have to come back up again. So one more balance pose. So really simple balance pose today. So bring your feet hip distance. So you know how to do hip distance. Your heel to the arch, and then just rotate your foot. That gives you exact distance that you want. So inhale the arms up, and then come on the tip of your toes. So fix a point in front of you, and then exhale down. So we'll do that a few more times. So Fix a point in front of you that's not moving. Inhale, bring the arms parallel to the floor, shoulder height, and come up. And then exhale, down. So you come up as high or low as you like. So a couple more times. So inhale, up. And down. One more. Inhale, up. And one more. And now we're going to do it and we're going to hold. So inhale, up. And then on your toes. And then keep breathing here and hold the position for as long as is comfortable. You might not be able to hold it too much. That's okay. Just hold however much you can. If you've gone a bit too high, you can come down a little bit. And then you can come down now, all of us, down and relax for a moment. So you can lie down. For those of you who've got very good knees and want to go down, go on the floor, sitting down in this position, you can do. So basically, it's just, otherwise just lie down, that's absolutely fine. So inhale, coming up, and then exhale, going down slowly, 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 keeping the spine straight, and then until you get down slowly. So, oops, and then relax for a few moments in Shavasana. So lying down. So it's not the final relaxation yet. It's just a little relaxation. So letting the body relax and feel the weight supported by the floor. Nothing to do here. Just relax, keeping your attention on your breath, inhaling and exhaling for a little bit longer if possible. So inhaling for a count of 2 or 3, exhaling for 4, 6, whatever feels good. So whenever the mind wanders, gently bring it back. The more focused you are in a yoga class, the more you will enjoy it. The more the physical practice becomes effortless. And the body is just getting the benefit. But when the mind is playing ball, when the mind is calm, all this appears quite effortless. So that's the aim. And thoughts will come, thoughts will arise. That's the nature of the mind. But whenever you notice, congratulate yourself upon noticing and kindly invite the mind to get back to the breath. What's the quality of the breath like? Deep breath, slow breath. So during the day, it's nice to kind of take over the control for a bit of breathing and breathe slowly and deeply. And the more you do that, then the more the body will naturally learn to breathe slow and deep. And when the breath is nice and controlled, the mind is also nice and calm and controlled. So there is that link there. And if the mind is fast sometimes, we can use the breath to calm the mind. And then now just bring your arms up and overhead behind you. Push your heels away from you and give yourself a nice big stretch. So we're going to do one forward bend, and then we're going to do one more back bend. So bend your right knee, bring your right knee in front of you, give it a bit of a hug if you can, and then try and just bend over the left leg a little bit. It might be that you don't go very far at all, and that's fine. So just feel the resistance there, keeping that knee in for a moment. So it could be that you're going absolutely nowhere. And then slowly bringing that right knee to the floor, wherever it goes. And then it could be that you might want to walk your right foot towards the left foot if your back is not straight, or closer together if your back is straight. That will just depend on how open your hips are, amongst other things. But so just bring the right foot against the left leg, the side of the left leg. And then when you're ready, so just round the back now and go towards the floor. So your hands can be on your leg, wherever you like. But if you can, you can do a toe lock with your two fingers, index finger and middle finger, between the big toe and the next toe. Your left thumb on your left toe, and then you can bring your right hand to hold the remaining 4 toes, something like that, or wherever you feel good. So here again, there's a nice back stretch. So for the spine, just loosening up, stretching the whole back of the body. Let the head hang. And bring the attention to the breath. And if there's a tendency for your left foot to go to the side, either right side or left side, try and keep it straight, looking up to the ceiling, and just adjust that leg to give you a stretch that works for you. And then slowly bring your head up and come up, and we'll change side. So this time we'll just bend the left knee, bring it very close to you, hug it if you like, chest and knee together, and then just try and fold over the right leg a little bit. Could be that nothing is happening now. Just feel the resistance of this. And then slowly letting go of the left leg to the floor, the left knee to the floor. And then you might need to adjust where your left foot goes. You might go closer to the foot if you're struggling to keep your back straight, or it can be quite close, quite high up if you feel good. So you choose, and then round the back, all of us, and then just hold wherever you are. You can just be holding above the knee, below the knee, your ankle, or your or index finger and middle finger in between the big toe and the next toe, and then your right thumb on the right toe, on top of the right toe, and then your left hand on the remaining of the toes. Feel the stretch, adjust to your capacity today. Close the eyes if it feels good, let the mind relax. Couple more breaths. So one side might feel completely different to the other side, and that's okay. That's the way the body is. Symmetric on paper, but in practice, doesn't have to be. So making sure you're not hyperextending your elbows and your shoulders are relaxed. Whatever you're not using in this pose, just making sure they're relaxed. If your body's inviting you to go deeper, you can. Otherwise, just stay. Okay, and then coming up, and then we'll do just one back bend before we finish. So lying down on your abdomen this time. So take a moment here, lying down, your abdomen, make a little pillow with your hands and rest here for a moment. Bring your big toes to touch your heels to the side. Let the body relax, let the lower back relax. And now, if you can, so bring both hands on your buttocks. Don't have to interlace or anything, just both hands on your buttocks. And then your forehead on the floor. So inhale, lift your head up, bring the right hand to the forehead with the palms facing down. So it's almost like a salute. So just by your eyebrows. And just staying here and breathe for a moment. And then exhale, bring your right cheek on the floor, bringing the hand back. So now we're going to do it synchronized with the breath. So inhale, coming up, the head up. And then bring the left hand, so breathe normally now. Bring the left hand to the eyebrow, the palm facing down, so just like a salute. And then exhale, bring the left cheek on the floor. So now we'll do the hand movement and getting up in one breath. So inhale, right hand to the forehead. Exhale, right cheek to the floor. So we do that a few more times. Inhale, left hand salute. Exhale, left cheek to the floor. One more each side. Inhale, right hand forward. So the fingers are just at the height of the eyebrows. And then exhale, right cheek on the floor. Both hands back to the buttocks. Inhale, left hand to up, lift the head up. Exhale, left cheek on the floor. So one more each side in your own time. And when you've finished, just relaxing on the abdomen for a moment, making yourself comfortable. And then when you're ready, lying down in the Shavasana position. So we're going to be doing a different kind of resting position, relaxation today. So you don't need your blankets or anything now because we'll be getting up at some point. So you don't need to keep too warm or get too comfortable because you'll be getting up very shortly. So no blankets, nothing just yet, unless you're really cold. Okay, so now, we're going to do the cyclic or cyclic meditation, relaxation, if you like. So some of you have done it with me before. Lying down in Shavasana, legs apart, arms by the side, hands apart, palms facing up. Relax the whole body and let the whole body relax. So listening to the instructions clearly, they are different. And bringing the hands in prayer position, lying down. So it's saying, lead me from the unreal to the real, from the darkness of ignorance to the light of wisdom, from death to immortality. So for those who know the Sanskrit version of this is Om Asatoma, Satgamaya, Tamasoma, Jyotirgamaya, Mrityormamritam Gamaya. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. And now let your bring your palms down. And then we'll do instant relaxation. So bring your legs together, your feet together, your palms together by the side of your thighs. Keep a pleasant smile on your face throughout the practice. So bring awareness to the tip of the toes and stretch the toes. Stretch the ankle joints. Tighten the calf muscles. Pull up the kneecaps. Tighten the thigh muscles. Compress and squeeze the buttocks. Exhale and suck in the abdomen. Make fists and tighten. Inhale and expand the chest. Tighten the shoulders. Tighten the neck muscles. Tighten the face muscle. Tighten from the toes to the head. Really tensing everything. Tighten, tighten, and release and relax. So letting go of everything. Relaxing. Let the legs go apart, arms apart, palms facing up. Let the whole body sink down. Let all the muscles be beautifully relaxed. Collapse the whole body. Enjoy the relaxation, letting the body relax. Now slowly bring the left hand over the head along the ground. So your left arm are going up, and then turn over onto your left side, placing the head on your left bicep. So you're just turning, resting your head on your arm. Put your right leg on your left leg. Right palm on the right thigh. Let the whole body relax. The entire weight coming down onto the left side. So feel the linear awareness of your body on the side. So now taking your time, there is no rush here, slowly coming to a standing position. So move slowly, very, very slowly, keeping the legs together if you can. So keeping the legs together if you can. So take your time, no rush. So I'll be sitting down to instruct. You are now all standing. So feel the changes in the body. Keep the eyes closed if you can, all the time. Keep the eyes closed. Let the breathing be deep, slow, and continuous. Feel the heartbeat. Feel the pulse. Let us chant Om. Inhale Om. Om. Feel the whole body resonating. Feel the nice, fine massaging effect of the Om chanting. One more time. Inhale. Om. Now slowly lean forward a little bit. Feel the weight of the entire body on the toes. So feet stay on the floor. Feel the pointed awareness. Slowly lean backwards, not too much. Feel the weight on the heels. Feel the surface awareness come to the center. Lean to the right, the weight of the body on the right edge of the right foot. Feel the linear awareness. And then coming to the center, leaning to the left, the weight of the body on the left edge and the left foot. Coming to the center. Now the whole body is centered. The weight of the body is equally distributed throughout the soles of the feet. Collapse the shoulders, arms hanging freely down. Feel all the changes taking place throughout the body. So now we do the Ardha Kati Chakrasana, so which is the sideways arm movement. So start slowly raising the right arm sideways, just slowly. Make the movement very slow and rhythmic. Arm now just goes to 30 degrees. So if you've gone too high, bring it down. So just a little bit. Continue the movement slowly with awareness. 45-degree angle. Resist the temptation to go fast unless there is acute pain. Observe the changes taking place in the body. Slowly coming up to 60-degree angle. If this is too much for you, you can sit down and do this bit if you like, if that feels better for you. Observe all the changes taking place in the body. Slowly coming to 60-degree angle. Feel the stimulations. Keep the face relaxed. Enjoy the movement going up slowly. And now we all meet at 90-degree angle. At this point, twist your palm upward from the wrist. Relax the shoulders. Feel the stimulations. Keep the face relaxed. Glide the arms upward with slow and rhythmic movement. So going up now, keep the fingers together though. Coming up slowly, 220 degrees. Focus on the right arm. Feel the stimulation in the shoulder muscles. Reach 150 degrees. Continue the movement. Feel the blood gushing down the arm. Feel the nerve impulses as the arm reaches the vertical position. And stretch the right arm from the tip of the fingers. The entire right side of the body is stretched. Face should always be smiling and relaxed. Slowly start bending to the left. Left palm sliding down the left thigh. Observe all the changes taking place in the body. Now slowly coming back to the vertical position. Feel the nerve impulses throughout the body. So slow, bringing down the arms now, slowly. 135-degree position. Glide down smoothly as the arm reaches horizontal position. Turn the palm to face downward and bring down the arm slowly. 60 degrees, 45 degrees. Feel the tingling sensation at the tips of your fingers. Continuously glide your hand down and reach by the side of the thigh and let it hang freely. Scan the whole body from toes to head mentally. The entire right side of the body is beautifully charged with prana. The entire right side of the body is beautifully charged with prana. So again, if this is standing is a bit too much for you today, you may sit down and we're going to do the same on the left. So slowly start to raise the left arm sideways. So slow, 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 slow. Arm up to 30 degrees, rhythmic movement. Continue the movement slowly with awareness. 45-degree angle. Observe the changes taking place in the body. Slowly coming up to 60-degree angle. Feel the stimulations. Keep the face relaxed. Enjoy the movement. At 90-degree, twist your palm upward from the wrist. Glide the arm upward from the wrist with slow and rhythmic movement. Slow, slow, reaching 120 degrees. Relax the shoulder. Focus on the right arm. Feel the stimulation in the shoulder muscles. Relax the shoulders. Reach 150 degree. Continue the movement. Feel the blood gushing down the arm. The nerve impulses as the arm reaches the vertical position. Stretch the left arm from the tip of the fingers. The entire left side of the body is stretched. Face should always be smiling and relaxed. Slowly start bending to the right. Right palm sliding down the right thigh. Observe the changes taking place in the body. Now, slowly start moving back to the vertical position. Feel the nerve impulse running through the body. Slowly start bringing the arm down to 135 degree. Glide down smoothly. And as the arm reaches the horizontal position, slowly, slowly, turn the palms facing down. Bring down the arms slowly. 60 degrees, 45 degrees. Feel the tingling sensation of the tips of your fingers. Continue, glide the hand down and reach by the side of the thigh and let it hang freely. Scan the whole body from head to toe. The entire left side is charged with prana. The entire left side is charged with prana. Collapse the shoulders. Scan the whole body from the toes to head. Now both sides of the body are charged with nerve impulses and energized with prana. Slowly come down to the floor, lying down on one side and relaxing. Slowly, slowly. So in the Shavasana position, observe the abdominal movement. Just observe. Feel the body relax. Feel the up and down movements. Recognize the jerky movements of the abdominal muscles. Breathe normally. Let it be natural. Simply observe the movement. Now synchronize the abdominal breath, the movements with the breath. Inhale, the abdomen goes up. Exhale, the abdomen comes down. So feeling that breath there, keeping your attention on the breath. the abdominal breath. Inhale, abdomen up, exhale down. Observe the breath. Now feel the breath in the nostrils. While inhaling, you're energizing your body and mind with prana. While exhaling, you are releasing any tension, stress, pain, and toxins from your mind and body. So keep breathing, breathing in vitality, prana, energy for your body and mind. And while exhaling, you are releasing tension, stress. So staying with the breath. And now just let the body go into deep relaxation, sinking into the floor. Breath is coming deep and less frequent and subtle. Body is feeling more relaxed. The breath slows down further. It should happen naturally. And then a few more breaths here. And with your eyes still closed, when you're ready, coming up in the sitting position to finish the class. If you feel like you want to rest a little bit longer, that's fine with me. You can stay down. We'll just do the keeping your eyes closed, bringing your hands in prayer position if you like. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sakinaha, Sarve Santu Niramaya, Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu, Ma Kakshittu Kabhak Bhave. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May all experience what is good and let no one suffer. May there be peace, peace, and perfect peace. Thank you very much for joining me today.